Welcome back, everyone. We're back again with Boston United on our journey to professional league football. In the last episode, we played against Salford and Fylde, and we didn't do too great. We played Salford, then in between the two games, I played, was it Macclesfield or Maidenhead, and we lost 3-2 to them. Game went bad. Then we played against Fylde, and it was another kind of crappy game. One of our players got sent off, and it just didn't work out well for us. Since then, we actually went on a good bit of a run. Dulwich Hamlet bet them 1-0. Andy Tannoy got the goal for us. It was a low-driven shot that just went in. We're lucky the game was kind of going against us up until that point. And then we played against Eastleigh, went 1-0 down. Ben Davies equalised, and then Andre Johnson got the winner for us for 2-1. And then we went up against Macclesfield, and we bet them 2-1. Once again, we went down early, and then Kyle John got a goal, and Andre Johnson again. I've actually decided to drop, if I go to tactics, drop Margits for Slew. He's back in because Slew does get goals, he gets assists and everything, and he's been playing relatively well. And if not, we can always bring Johnny Margits back on. But Johnson up as the advanced forward, Bourne on the right, Bourne on the left, John on the right. Dunn, Tannoy, Akioto, Davies. Akioto's about 85%. I can't keep this guy fit to save my life. Parker's not fit either. I decided to drop off one of our centre halves, and I just have Minihan, Wafula, Brad Abbott, and Margits on the bench along with the keeper. I don't want to risk the keeper because if you lose the keeper, you're guaranteed to almost lose 3 or 4-0 at least. And Willis picked up a yellow card in the last match, the one before, so I think it might have just been for a delayed kick out, but I just want to be safe that he doesn't actually take someone out and then you're like, fuck, I have no backup keeper. If it was the choice, I would drop Minihan, but since Akioto is quite tired and Davies can get down pretty low pretty well in a game, so I want to keep him on. We also got offered Davies a contract at the end of the season for become our under 18s manager. I can't remember if it's manager or assistant manager, but he's becoming one of them. It'll be good to keep him around the club still because he has a lot of experience. He's only 38. He'll be 39 at the end of the year. Yeah, so we're going to keep it as is. The midfield's doing well. Bourne's on a good bit of form. So is John. You can always rely on him for a goal as of late. Johnson's starting as well. Slew's on 14. Johnson's on 2. Bourne on 5. Yeah, John's been a stellar signing for us. Ooh. Not let me click his name. Weird. We brought him in January, I believe, and 22 games in the league, 7 goals, 3 assists. I think we brought him at that stage. He might have been midway through before January, possibly. Maybe it's when we had that injury crisis. But anyways, he's been doing great for us. His physicals are really good, his mentals are really good, and so are his technicals. I'm still continuously offering Akioto a new contract. He just won't bite on it. I've decided to kind of give up on that. I've scouted out a few possible replacements for left back that'll be good at this level, or be really good at this level and be quite okay at League 2. I think Akioto has a much higher ceiling than most of the other players, but if we can't get him to sign a new contract, I don't really know what to do. He's out of a contract at the end of the season, so maybe if we can offer him one. Thankfully, no one's came in and offered him a pre-contract agreement because he's 21. So if they did, they'd have to pay us his valuation, which is only 2K, which kind of sucks. But oh, that was close. Main thing is to try to either tie him down or get a decent replacement in. Go on. Oh, I had to end it right there. Ooh, Davies is looking a bit knackered. So is their right mid. We are going to definitely keep an eye on that. Focus down the right. Yeah, because it's their left. That's the main thing. Just wear them out. Especially when you have John and Davies out there. They're both very creative and very dangerous. Thankfully, Bourne's relatively fit, so they're not going to do the opposite to us, or the same to us, even. Yeah, so a goal here probably would keep us safe. So even if they get one, and who's number 10? Slew just decides to ram through him. Come on, Willis. I know you can save it. I believe in you. Yes! Yes! Oh, thank God. We're terrible at set pieces. Whip it across. Yes, good man. Whip it back in. Terrible ball. Oh, own goal. Good man, John. Oh, some ball. Where the hell was he aiming for that? So it's not just like John is as white as a ghost. Like he's almost as white as those balliards over there. Is that the words? Balliards? Gate? I don't know. Whatever. But Jesus Christ, like it looks like he's almost like what's his name? Fucking Lord of the Rings. For whatever reason, Mowgli's coming to my mind, and I know he's from the Jungle Book. I know that's wrong, anyways. Fucking hell. What is his name? I know his Hobbit name is Schmeagol, but I can't get his ring name in. Oh Jesus, that almost went in. Wonder should we shout at them to focus? They're looking composed, so are our guys. If any of them start to look a bit off. Of course, oh thank you. We're really needing all this help. That is marginal, to say the least. And the fact that none of our players were anywhere up near those, like if he kind of left that ball like an inch or two, and like they would have had it, because everyone else was being marked. It's weird to see that we're 1-0 up and no goal scorers or assists. Okay, that's almost half time, I believe. I'll keep an eye on him. Frost is on the right, and we're focusing down the left, so it's ideal. So we're trying to keep the ball out on the right hand side, away from their danger man as well. Okay, start second half. Playing well, maybe we'll consider dropping markets for next while until he gets some feedback, or not feedback, get some goal scoring ability back. Because even if he's not playing well, like he plays well, or he doesn't play great, so he's on like a 6.2 or 3 most games. Time to get creative. You're not. Willis is on a 7.2. Oh yeah, he saved the penalty, so he's. Ooh. The left centre half is not looking too particularly well. We're going to stay on counter because they're going to keep going for us. Oh, he's off the 6.0. Damn. I would have liked him to keep going down. Unfortunately, he's not. Oh, that was wide. We might bring on markets now soon for Slew, because Slew's not having a particularly great game. Might be the right move to make. Swap these guys around and put Johnson as the pressing forward, because he's got a wonderful right foot, so good to see if that does anything. Keep an eye on Akioto. And Williams has a yellow card that is nerve-wracking, especially when we don't have any other centre halves we can bring on. Decisions. And we might bring on Abbott for Tannoy, just to keep him fit, because if we lose him, I think we'd possibly lose a lot of games. He's one of our key players. I'll bring him a mini hand for Akioto and just change him to an inverted wing back. Just he's going to run up towards the right hand side, forcing the play over there. It could cause a bit of a problem if he's not been marking his man, but we're in the latter stages of this, or the last few minutes of this game, so I can't see them getting 2 quick succession goals. Even if they do, it'll only make it you would just go to extra time anyways. But yeah, we're getting close to the semis, or the final. FYI, I'm not wearing a suit. I don't own one anyways. I'd love to get a cup final win under our belts. Ooh. Margaret's was almost in behind there. Will this play it long? and nowhere near markets. Fucking left back gets the goal. Good run from mine though. Jesus, he's Snow White, isn't he? Is he albino or something? Like he's as white as the line. Unless he just has really sallow skin, but Jesus. I think it was a good idea to stay on the right hand side. Good man, Willis, man of the match, Jesus. We're in the final. Whoop whoop. I thought someone got pissed off from the red. It was just me selecting on Kyoto. Okay, that's good. So I'm gonna, once we get back to the screen, I'm gonna arrest the players for a day or so, and then I'll bring you guys back for the Billericay game. Oh, we got 20k, sweet. Squad, rest, stop complaining. Actually, can we do anything about his contract? No, I thought I was going to say something like forced renewal or something. Damn, that sucks. Might bring Parker back in for Williams. We'll keep an eye on it anyways. It's good to give Williams some game time, especially since he's going to be with us full time next season. Although we'll probably let him go because we want to bring in some first team quality, and he's not first team quality for this level. He's definitely not going to be for League 2 if we get there. We also have a good point gap between us and Crew now. They ended up losing their or not losing. They drew their last game, so we managed to make the gap to 7 points. So that's ideal, especially with 6 games to go. The further we can keep them away from us, the better. I'm not sure if they're the most goals scored Crew. Go league table, and then sort by 4. Leighton Orient, wow, and Hartlepool, Jesus, 4th and 8th. And Leighton Orient conceded 67 goals, Jesus. Wow, they are up there with the most conceded. Was that 5th? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5th in the bottom in terms of conceded, and they are currently 4th. That doesn't bode well for them towards the end of the season, anyways. We've won the most, and we are currently 1st. Okay, so we're kind of on a similar pattern to Crew, although we had our blip behind us, and they currently have it in front of them. So, oh, they lost their most recent game as well because they played 41 games. So if we can win this, we can make it up to 10 points of a gap, which would be ideal at this stage. Oh, pressure, pressure, pressure. Okay, I'll bring us back for the Billericay game. See you in a few. Welcome back, everyone. We're back up against Billericay today, and in between the last game and now, they announced the clubs in England releasing their players. I've gone in for a few of them. Kijana Hoover, who's a right back. I think he can also play centre half. We don't know yet. Oh, looks good. Okay, we're probably going to sign him. Wright Phillips. He's another one. We might just offer contracts to all these guys. A fullback. I believe he's a left back. Yes. Okay. Okay. The main thing is to try to get all these guys, I think. Yeah. We have them on trial, and then I can offer them contracts based on whether or not they're going to be good enough. This guy, Neville, I'm pretty sure is either one of either Gary's or Phil Neville's sons, or maybe younger brother or something. It'd be weird if it's younger brother because he's like 17. But his career stats: he's played in Valencia, and I put my phone on silent. Go away. And Man United, obviously. So it's kind of strange. If he's not, it would be hilarious. But he looks okay. He's another right-sided player. Haygarth, he's another midfield kind of player. He could be good. 4-star. Okay. There's a lot of players here. We're probably going to. Jeez, phone is going off like mad. But yeah, I'm gonna leave it for like a couple days see how they all look, and then I'll offer them contracts if they're good enough. This Hoover guy and Ray Phillips and Devine guy all look really good, so we're going to put in contracts for them probably right after this game. I'm not sure if they're with the squad yet. They're not yet, so I'll wait till they come, and then we'll see what they're looking like. I'm going to leave Williams back in the squad over the likes of Parker. Just give him the game time, see if he can do a job here for us. Be the main thing. Davies playing great. It's a shame he's going to be retiring at the end of the season, although if we can get in that Hoover guy, we're going to be sorted, I think. We'll also still have Meehan, so he'll be another kind of rotation player. I'm pretty sure I have him on a rotation contract. And phone is constantly going off. I'm just going to mute this thing now because it's annoying the hell out of me. It was muted. I don't know how that's... whatever. It's still going off. But yeah, we have him for another year. Doesn't say... oh, he's on rotation. Okay. So that's going to be handy for us if we want to get another first team right back. And left back's not going to be a problem if Akioto is not going to want to stay around. Be very good for us if he did, but I don't think he will. But yes, to get into this game against Billericay, they're expected to run a 4-4-1-1. A 4-4-2 is probably the best bet against it. We might do Johnson and Slew again, I think. Best bet. We have Abbott in midfield, or Abbott on the bench, Wafula, Sam, and Parkin. George Willis in goal. Davies at right back. Venny, Williams, Akioto, Kyle John, James Dunn, Andy Tannoy, Simon Bourne, Andre Johnson, Jordan Slew. So the main thing is see if we can get something out of them. I wish there was actually a striker in that list of potential players, because we really need a new one. There's a few I've been looking at that are running out of contract, but they're quite expensive. Like they want like $1,000 a week, and we don't really have that kind of money. If we get up to League 2, we might possibly have that. If we go to become a professional league club. And I think there's a lot more to come from you. Bloody bloody blah. And all that crap. It'd be good to see if we get a replacement for Dunn. I think long-term Burrows is that player, but he's just not at that level yet. Dunn is definitely a good stepping stone player for that level. We'll see if we'll keep him around for another season, and maybe as like an experienced head if we need him for a game. Although he gives away so many fouls, so I don't know. Okay, we'll keep it on cautious as is. Main thing here, it doesn't really matter if we drop points because we're going to keep the same gap anyways, which is 7, I believe. But main thing, if we get a win or a drop, yeah, great. But if we don't, it's not the end of the world because we do have that cushion. And also, I don't think I told you guys, but we secured the playoff spots. So regardless of what happens, we're in the contention of going up to League 2. Ideally, I'd like to win the league and then go on from there. That's the main thing. I don't want to be stuck in Panorama National again. I think if we stay on it too long, I won't be able to keep some of the players that are here. Like the likes of John Bourne, I'm not too sure on. Marcus is still at this level. I think everyone bar John is probably at this level. I think John has a higher ceiling to him. Same with Akioto, which is our problem why he doesn't want to sign. If he does, great. If not, we can try to get one of those players in from who are being released from United. Jeez, they're getting a lot of shots off. And Boston possession, you know what, it might go positive because we have a similar possession ratio. Maybe slow down the game a bit, and we'll keep the tempo the same, I think. Are any other players knackered? Not really. We'll keep it short and we'll just kind of pass around if we need to. I don't want to force them to pass into the box. If an opportunity comes where they can shoot from range, go ahead, but I don't know. Jeez, we might run out of steam before these guys do. They're very fit. I guess they didn't have an FA Cup game midweek. We gave away 11 fouls and they gave away 6. Thankfully no one's got any yellow. A draw here wouldn't be too bad, especially it's against Billericay and they're a decent enough side. I think they're one of the favourites for a playoff. They're not in that area at the moment. They're just a point or two below it. Just keep an eye on them. We might shout at the players to get creative. See if that will inspire them. It does. Cavani and Williams are motivated to ping the ball longer than normal. Want to play it across, see if we can work it in. Oh, we hit the woodwork again. That's one of our biggest problems. Like when it says like you have 2 shots on target, like that doesn't count for a hit the woodwork shot. So at the moment realistically we're on 3 out of 5, but it's showing 2. It's kind of annoying. Jordan Garrick's aerial prowess. I don't really see how that's a problem because we're not really good at set pieces anyway, so it doesn't matter. Cavani is 6 foot, and I think Williams is 6'3". Oh, he's also 6 foot. Who is? Oh, it must be Parker who's 6'3" then. Okay. Still 6 foot. This level is quite small. I think the average height is around 6'2" or 3". We'll keep it in. Keep it around the box. Don't let them break, please. Oh no, Davies. Good man, Cavani. Oh, fuck's sake, Dana, why did you take an extra touch there? And that was some random deflection. Now what we're going to do, we're going to tell him to be a bit more tight and look for press a little bit more. That might cause more gaps in midfield, but it wouldn't be too bad if we have a cover at centre half. Williams is not playing grade 6.4. We might get a Slew off. Throw Marcus on. Get Johnson in behind. Johnson's a bit quicker than Slew, so it's okay to do that. Relatively okay. We get Wafula on. We might just do it just to get a bit of dynamism, whatever the word is, into midfield, especially along the flanks. If you have a bit of pace on the right hand side and the left hand side, it might create a bit more opportunities, and especially with Wafula being right footed, him being able to chop in, we might actually make him a inverted winger then. I usually just play him as winger because he just tends to shoot anyways, but he'll tend to cut into the side area. Hopefully Johnson will look to press out wide then, but we'll see anyways. Dunn and Akioto are looking exhausted. Might throw on Brad Abbott for Dundon. And that's game. Okay, that was a really quick game. I didn't expect it to go by that quick. Unlucky boys. Like, we didn't play well, but we kept a good distance between them. So what's that? 8 points? Yeah, 8 points between them. 12 points between us and Filed. 5 games remaining. So we need to. It doesn't really matter even if we get. The only way you get automatic promotion is to win it. I think how many teams go up with League 2? 2. So you really want to be aiming for qualification or automatic going up. It's probably the main thing for us. We do have he's always tired. Training and rest. When's our next game? 4 days for next game. We'll just rest them 2 days, I guess, just because it was 2 quick fire games back to back, and then we're another one in a short amount of time. But when will we come back? Where is schedule? Okay. We do Barnet and Wrexham, and then for the final do the Maidstone final. Barnet, Wrexham. I'll try to figure out if we're going to win it. If we're going to win it on a specific game, I'll bring us back for that. If not, I'll bring us back for the last 2 games, and then do Maidstone for the final. Might be the way to do it. Yeah, sure, we'll end it there. Thanks everyone for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Please like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time.